What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for yet another legend remade in FM22. If you've not seen this series before, this is where we take a legend of football and remake them and rewind their career back in FM22. We put them right back to the beginning of their career, where they started, and we try to see how they would pan out in FM22, not only from a development perspective, how good a player they can be, how good a player they can become, but also their transfers and how much money they transfer for in the modern day. We've done a couple of icons of the world of football already. We've done 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕 𝙈𝙚, we've done 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙕 𝙈𝙚, we've done Wayne Rooney. I wanted to try something slightly different today. We are talking about Dutch winger Arjen Robben. Now, when Robben was at Chelsea in real life, I used to love him. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Him, Damien Duff, Joe Cole, that sort of dynamic trio that they had on the wings supporting Didier Drogba at the time was unreal. He's also had a fantastic career, played for Real Madrid, he's played for Bayern Munich, he's won loads in Germany. Let's see what happens this time around. But before we get into things, guys, there is a great big portion of you guys who don't subscribe to the channel. There's, I think it's like over 78% of you. So if you could hit that subscribe button down below. We have just gone over 10K, and at the time of recording, it's almost Christmas. It's the festive season. If you're watching this at a different time, it was Christmas. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much for all of the support, and let's get in to see how Arjen Robben does a second time around. So, guys, as I said, we have used the power of the pre-game editor to put together Arjen Robben back in the game. I've redone his image on my face pack. This is as young as Arjen Robben as I could find with a proper cutout face for a face pack. He is back in Holland at Groningen, I think is how you say that. I think the second G is silent. It's where he actually started and ultimately ended his career. And I found the stats for Robben off of a previous edition of Championship Manager. I'll flash this one up right now so you can see where we've got stuff from, because there is some stuff here which is quite out of the ordinary. 20 passing alongside 20 technique is quite high. 16 aggression, again quite high. He's got a lot of flair, got a lot of determination. His pace is and acceleration and stuff like that is brilliant already. He's already listed as a wonder kid. I've given him a 20 out of 20 for his left foot because I think that's valid. I've given him a 1 out of 20 for his right foot. I'm sure he scored goals on his right foot in his career. I imagine they were very few and far between. I've given him the traits of curls the ball, moves the ball onto the left foot before attempting to dribble, runs with the ball often, and cuts inside from the right wing. That, to me, is trademark Arjen Robben, running down that right-hand side, cutting in on his more favoured left-hand foot, and then bending shots beyond the goalkeeper. So that is what we are looking to do here. He is number 10. He is back in Holland on an average wage. He's got a contract for another 4 years, but I'm very intrigued to see where he goes in his career. I will say, in a lot of these simulations that we've done so far, the players always seem to end up at Manchester United and Bayern. Obviously, his career did take him to England and Germany, but via Chelsea and Bayern. If he ends up at Bayern, I'm not actually going to be too disappointed. Let me know down in the comments what you think of Arjen Robben. Do you think he was a world-class player? Is there anyone else from the Dutch team that you would like to see me redo next? I'm always intrigued to see what you guys say down in that comment section. But what we're going to do now, we're going to jump forward 5 years, 10 years, 15 years into the future to see how his career pans out a second time. I'll be back in a sec, guys. Right then, guys, we jump forward 5 years into the future and we have a 23-year-old Arjen Robben. And he has found his way to Bayern Munich. He is right back where he almost finished his career. But he's already, as I said in the last segment, he's gone via Manchester United. And I don't understand what has happened here. But he's ultimately ended up at Bayern. And his physicals, guys, look unbelievable. 20 acceleration, 20 agility, 19 pace, 17 balance. He is an elite winger. He's got a really bad jumping reach, but who really cares? In terms of his mentals, he's progressed very, very nicely. He's still got that 20 for technique, 20 for passing. But he's got good free kick taking, good crossing as well. I thought his shooting would improve a little bit, but ultimately it all depends on what the teams train on these sorts of players. He's now on 300k a week. He's got 54 caps and 23 goals for Holland. I imagine he's a player that Holland would love again in the prime of his life. So let's go in and check first and foremost his career stats and see how much he's moved for. So after 1 season in Holland, Manchester United pulled the trigger and spent £48 million on him, and then had 3 good seasons with him well, 3 relatively good seasons, 16 goals, 16 appearances, 4 goals in his first season, 5 goals, 4 assists in 19 in his second season in England, and in that third season, 10 goals, 9 assists. He was really starting to ramp his stuff up. The next season had started, but before the transfer window, or before he played a game in England for Manchester United, FC Bayern pulled the trigger. £151 million. Looks like that is all up front as well in 2025-26. That is staggering, and he's had 1 year in Germany where he's returned his highest number of goals, 14 goals, 4 assists, 4 player of the matches, averaging a 7.67. In terms of his milestones, let's have a look at the competitions that he's won. So he won a trophy whilst he was in Holland, actually, which is fantastic to see. He's got his first appearances in goals, came 4th in the World Cup with Holland, Premier League runners-up, Carabao Cup, won the Premier League, runners-up in the Champions League. He's won the Carabao Cup again, Emirates FA Cup, back-to-back runners-up in the Champions League for Arjen Robben. He's also DFL Super Cup winner. In terms of some of his landmarks, all of these senior goals coming relatively quickly. Highest average rating for a player for Manchester United. Highest average rating again for Manchester United. Bayern's record signing for 151 million is Manchester United's record sale as well. In terms of some of his awards, let's go all the way back. Let's see what he has won. Best young player at the 2002 World Cup, which you love to see. Some other ones here. He's inducted into the Manchester United overall best 11. Premier League young player of the month. Has he won? Has he won anything like on his own? Copper Trophy, let's check that one out. So he's won the Copper Trophy here. Musiala wins it the year before, and then we're on to Jason van Duyven. Has he won? Did he win? He wouldn't have won the goal 50. He wouldn't have scored enough goals. NXGN? No, he didn't win it. Jude Bellingham wins it. Following year, Moukoko. Following year, Arjen Robben not in the mix, so he's not up there, not considered potentially one of the best young players in the world. But in terms of his competitions, I'd imagine now he's got to Bayern Munich that he will start churning out the goals, he will start churning out the titles, so that is definitely something to keep an eye on. What we're going to do, guys, we're going to jump forward another 5 years to see how Arjen Robben looks at 28. We will be back for that in just a second. So 10 years into the second coming of Arjen Robben, and he is still a Bayern Munich player. Let me just change this to his career stats. He's definitely started knocking up the appearances for Bayern, but seeing someone actually out on the wing, not necessarily going to be one of the people who gets all of these awards. So it's going to be interesting to see what sort of trophies he can win. If he's won anything with Holland, that would be fantastic. Bayern always turn into a powerhouse in these simulations. His attributes, again, still look unbelievable. Physicals are absolutely brilliant. His mentals are exceptional as well. And his technical ability is growing. His first touch has improved. His free kick taking, obviously that will happen with that 20 technique. He's now the number 9 for Bayern Munich, 325k a week. He's now got 117 caps for Holland, 65 goals for his country. In terms of his career stats, so we were last here the season after he transferred, so he's had some good seasons since. 16 goals, 7 assists, 11 goals, 3 assists, 8 goals, 3 assists, 16 goals, 6 assists, and 6 goals and 4 assists in his most recent season in Germany. It's not as prolific as some of the ones we have seen, but the last 3 people we've done have all been centre forwards. So it's interesting to see how a winger's got on in this particular instance. In terms of some of his milestones, let's see quickly. I've already seen here, he's come 3rd place in the Ballon d'Or at Bayern Munich, who have also got Jude Bellingham. Wow, so he came 3rd, Jude Bellingham wins it, Kylian Mbappe comes 2nd. The following year, the previous year, Phil Foden is in there, the top 2 are the same. He comes 2nd to Kylian Mbappe in 2028. So, seems like he's a bit of the bridesmaid, never the bride, beating Jude Bellingham, beating him out there. 16 goals and 29 assists for Jude Bellingham. I've got to have a look, haven't I? He's just so good, isn't he, Jude Bellingham, in this year's game. In FM22, Jude Bellingham is a must sign for me. How much did they pay? 136 million. Well, it looks like he's worth it. I mean, he's won back-to-back Ballon d'Ors, but we are talking about Arjen Robben. Runner-up in the Ballon d'Or, 3rd place in the Ballon d'Or. In terms of competitions, what has he won now since he's been at Bayern? Naturally, They've been crowned champions of the Bundesliga a lot. Runners up in the World Cup, though. That was obviously this one, 2026. So England have won 2 World Cups in this simulation. If only, eh? Back-to-back World Cups. Who'd have thought? And then, yeah, they came 3rd place in the World Cup after that. But he's won Champions Leagues, he's won Bundesligas. No real surprises there. FIFA Club World Cup runners-up, Champions League runners-up as well. Seems like maybe this is Arjen Robben. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. So he's won the Champions League twice here, but he's been runners-up in the 2 seasons in between, with Manchester United and AC Milan winning. In this one, they beat Bayern Leverkusen, an all-German final. And I've just noticed Kylian Mbappe is also a Bayern Munich player. So this team's good, isn't it? They still got 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, Davies, Kai Havertz, who they've obviously bought, Jude Bellingham, Robben, Musiala, Mbappe. Wow, that as a front 3 is not too shabby. Jamal Musiala improving quite nicely, over 100 caps for Germany himself. And Kylian Mbappe, who, don't tell me you signed Kylian Mbappe on a free transfer. Oh, this Bayern team is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. They signed Kylian Mbappe on a free transfer and they splurged the money left, right and centre. So it's understandable that they are winning this sort of thing. He is the third highest goal scorer, in the Champions League in this particular year when they win it. High average rating as well. He's doing very, very well, is Arjen Robben. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to see it forward 5 more years towards the end of Arjen Robben's second coming and see if he's won anything else and got maybe a little bit closer to the Ballon d'Or. We'll be back in a sec. So the final time we are checking in on Arjen Robben and his career. He is still a very, very quick player, age 33. Still got 17 pace, 18 agility and 19 acceleration. I think he could go for another 3-4 years at this rate. 166 caps for his country, 89 goals, absolutely smashing it in terms of his technical skill. His mental's absolutely brilliant, still aged 33. Let's go into his career stats, because obviously he stayed at Bayern Munich. He has been fantastic from the wing. Definitely more dangerous in terms of goals than assists. So 163 goals for him in his career in terms of league appearances, 74 assists, 60 player of the matches, and averaging a 7.7 rating. Obviously, just the 2 transfers from Groningen to Manchester United, and then Manchester United to Bayern a few seasons later. He's been pretty good for Bayern, but obviously this Bayern team, we did check it out in the 10 years jump forward, are unbelievably stacked. In terms of his milestones, let's go into competitions. Let's see if he's won anything else. Back-to-back runners-up in the Champions League again. Champions League winners the year before. Club World Cup winners. He's won the Super Cup. He's won Bundesliga championships, obviously, as you kind of would expect. It's a very well-decorated career, and I think Arjen Robben has been a very interesting one for us to see here. In terms of some of his awards, let's see if he's got any closer. Goal 50 runner-up. So he's done pretty well in terms of the goal 50 to be a runner-up in that one, scoring 21 goals. Look at that, all Bayern. Kylian Mbappe wins it. Robben comes second. Jude Bellingham in at third. In terms of the Ballon d'Or, though, he hasn't got near since Jude Bellingham won it. He came second, he came third. Has he got anywhere near it since? I'm just moving things forward. Jose Carlos, another player at Bayern, he looks insane as well. Angelo, Kylian Mbappe, Marcus Rashford, Renier, Adam Becker, and Jude Bellingham. Adam Becker being a new generated player. Wow. Okay, so in terms of everything, he's absolutely smashed it. Has he made the entire the season, the FIFA World 11 throughout the course of this career? Yes, he has. Some interesting company in here: Gianluigi Donnarumma, Pedro Porro, Ruben Diaz, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, Theo Hernandez, Bellingham, Havertz, Mbappe, Renier has made it in somehow. That's the first time I've ever seen him in this. Arjen Robben, and then Erling Haaland. Mbappe scoring goals, Haaland scoring goals. Arjen Robben doing not too bad though. Fourth highest goal scorer, in this team, just behind Bellingham actually, who's scored more goals but has played 200 more games. So maybe our Arjen Robben picked up a lot of injuries. Let's have a little look, just because I'm curious now. History, injuries. Oh my god, yes, he has had many an injury by the looks of things. Torn his calf. I'm just looking at the serious ones now. Torn his calf muscle, sprained his knee ligaments, torn his knee ligaments, Fractured his lower leg. Okay. If only he didn't get as injured. Hey guys, that is the career of Arjen Robben. He looks like he's been very, very good throughout the course of his career, despite having a few injuries, but still achieving a decent amount of success, and probably is at this point one of Holland's best ever players that have been produced. This version of Arjen Robben. I'm sure there are many other Holland Dutch greats out there, and if there are, let me know in the comments who you would like to see on this Legend Remade series next. I've got next week's all lined up already. We know who that's going to be, but let me know who you would like to see next. If you have enjoyed today's video, guys, please do drop a like on it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on another one very, very soon.